with your host, Julie Nolan.
I entered the ministry out of a good jealousy from my father. I would see people come to our home growing up at 2, 3 a.m. in the morning, broken, sad, some were kicked out of their homes because they're followers of Jesus, or some are just distraught and hopeless, and I would see them 6 a.m., 7 a.m. when the sun comes down or comes up. I see them walking away with a smile, and I remember at age 11 or 12, I said, I want to do that. I want to put smiles on people's faces. I want to make a difference in people's lives. And that was a turning point in my life. At age 16, I was physically beaten for discipling a young man.
At
age 16, I was
16, okay.
I was physically beaten for discipling a young man who comes out of a Muslim background. He had questions. He had questions about who Jesus is. And that beating in my life, being physically beaten to the ground by metal chains and wooden sticks, I said, Lord, if you get me through this, I love you, I'll serve you more. And when I said that, I tell people I literally felt like a white blanket drop over my body. And I understood at that moment that the God that I serve is a covenant-keeping God. He's a God that keeps his promises. Because in the middle of my beating, I felt the presence of God in my life. And it reminded me what the psalmist said, even if I lay my bed in the pit of hell, thou art there with me. I understood that there's no place too low for the presence of God to reach, and there's no place too high where God's presence can't reach me either. And that was the second turning point in my life, where it turned me into a strong evangelist. Rather than, they wanted me to, the point of the beating was to scare me from talking about Jesus. But all that beating did is it drew me closer to him. It made me more passionate for souls. I can't, if I'm not sharing Jesus in some aspect, whether it be by action or words, I don't have a purpose to live in life. And this country teaches you life is short. Especially when you grow up in a culture where you're mostly hated by most people around you because of your beliefs or because of your father's belief. And it teaches you to ground yourself. And that was my second turning point. And that beating, it made an evangelist out of me. It made me realize that the life we should live is short. So my message to everybody around the world is live life to the fullest. Honoring God first and honoring those whom you love next. Because you can be here one moment, you can be gone the next.
If you liked what you saw, make sure to like this video and comment below. Hit that subscribe button for more content uploaded weekly.